Hello everyone, welcome to your physics class. This is your physics teacher. Hope you all are good. In the previous video, you have learnt about electromagnetism and electromagnetic induction. So what is electromagnetism? It is the branch of physics which deals with the effects produced by the electric currents and the magnets or the magnetic fields. So that branch of physics is known as electromagnetism, and the phenomena electromagnetic induction is the phenomena in which a changing magnetic field that is linked with an electric coil produces or induces an electric current, or we can simply say that whenever magnetic field linked with the electric coil changes, then there will be an induced electric current in that coil. So that phenomena is known as the electromagnetic induction. So here is an activity to demonstrate the Faraday's experiment that we have done in the previous section, that is the Faraday's experiment, and for this we require a small piece of hollow cylindrical tube, some insulated copper wires, galvanometer, scotch tape, and two different bar magnets of different strengths. Scotch tape is simply a tape. So what is the procedure? We will first take the cylindrical tube like this. This is a hollow cylindrical tube, and after that we will wind a copper wire over it in this manner, and then we will fix the end of this copper wire with the help of scotch tape to this hollow cylindrical tube. Now we will connect the loose ends of this copper wire with the galvanometer. We will connect these loose ends with the galvanometer. After that, we will take the bar magnet which is having the less strength, or the bar magnet of lesser strength, and now we will move that bar magnet in and out of the hollow tube. So what do we will observe? Whether we will observe the deflection in the galvanometer or not. We will observe, but there will be very small deflection, and if it is of very less strength, then there cannot be any deflection inside the galvanometer. So next we will take the other magnet, or simply first here we will stop the motion of the magnet. Firstly we will stop the motion of the magnet. Then what happens to the deflection of the galvanometer? That the galvanometer will not show any deflection, because now the magnetic field linked with the coil doesn't change. It changes only when we bring the magnet in or out of the hollow cylindrical tube. So there will be no magnetic field changed with the electric wire or with the coil, so there will be no deflection of the galvanometer. Now bring a stronger magnet and move it in the same manner, that means in and out of this hollow cylindrical tube. Is there any change in the deflection? So there will be the change in the deflection, because here now we are bringing the stronger magnet, and the galvanometer will show more deflection in this case. Next we will try to move the magnet swiftly in and out, and swiftly means fast. We will try to move the magnet fastly in and out in this case. So also note down the change in the deflection of the magnet. Again there will be more change in the magnetic field, there will be more fast change in the magnetic field, so that's why there will be more deflection in the galvanometer. Take another roll with larger number of copper windings and repeat the same steps. Means now in this case we will take the hollow cylindrical tube with larger number of copper windings. These are very close to each other in this way. So we will again repeat the steps and note down the observations in the table. So why we are doing all these cases? Firstly we have brought one bar magnet which is of weak or which is of very less strength, then another which is a stronger magnet, then we have moved the bar magnet swiftly, fastly, and then we taken a tube with more windings. So what is the difference in all the cases? Actually, when there is a weak magnet and strong magnet, in the case of weak magnet there will be very less deflection, but in case of stronger magnet the galvanometer will show more deflection. Similarly, if you move the bar magnet swiftly and if you take the tube with more windings, then there will be more deflection in the galvanometer, or there will be an more electric current induced inside the circuit. So Thus, from this activity, we can conclude that the current induced in the circuit. Induced means that we are setting up an current, electric current in the circuit with the help of the electric coil or with the help of the magnet. So the current induced or the current produced in the circuit depends upon the following factors. First, it depends upon the strength of the magnet. The more the strength of the magnet, the stronger will be the magnetic field it produces around it. That we know, and hence there will be more magnitude of the current induced in the circuit. Weaker magnets induce weaker currents in the circuit because there will be weak magnetic field associated with them, and that weak magnetic field or that change in the weak magnetic field will brought small currents or will induce small currents in the circuits. Now next is the second, the change in the magnetic field. It also depends, or the current induced in this circuit depends upon the change in the magnetic field. The faster the magnetic field changes with magnet in that region, more is the magnitude of the current induced in the circuit. Now next, third one is that the current induced in the circuit depends upon the number of turns of the wire. If there are more number of windings of the wire in a coil like this, then there will be more electric current, or more is the magnitude of the current induced in the circuit as in comparison to the coil which is having the lesser number of turns. So these are the three factors on which the induced current depends. Now next is the quick check one. The idea of electromagnetic induction was given by Michael Faraday. It is given by Michael Faraday. The coil with larger number of turns will have greater current induced or more current induced in the circuit. An electric current can also be produced by magnetic field. It can also be produced by magnetic field or changing magnetic field, we can write. Next, a dash is a simple device that can measure the presence of an electric current in a circuit. It is galvanometer. Galvanometer. A stronger magnet induces more current in the circuit. A stronger magnet induces more current in the circuit. Repulsion is a sure test for a magnet. So this is the first check, quick check one. So next is the electromagnets. So what is an electromagnet? Basically, an electromagnet is just a piece of iron, which is also known as core. This is a piece of the iron or soft iron, we can say, and that soft iron can also be called as core, C-O-R-E, which is insulated with copper wire or with an insulated copper wire wrapped around it, which is wrapped around it like this, as we have done in the previous section. So what is an electromagnet? An electromagnet is a piece of iron, generally a soft iron, which is called core, with an insulated copper wire wrapped around it. So what is the meaning of this insulated copper wire? That we know that copper wires are insulated with plastic or rubber material. Similarly, they are also insulated with the copper material over the wire, so that is known as insulated copper wire. Now the free ends of the wire are connected to the terminals of the battery. What is a battery? It is the combination of cells. The combination of two or more cells is known as battery. Now there will be two terminals of this battery, positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. So the free ends of when we have wrapped this wire, copper wire over, then there will be free ends, and this free end is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and this free end is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. After that, this is the switch or the key in the circuit, switch or key in the circuit, which will act as on or off and which provides the current in the electric circuit, and with the help of it we can, this provides the current in an electric circuit, and with the help of switch or key we can on or off the current in the electric circuit. Now the magnetic field, as the current flows through the wire, when we start or when we switch on the circuit, then what happens? The current will start flowing in this circuit through this electric wire. The arrows show the direction of the electric current. So the current, when the current flows through the electric wire, it produces a magnetic field around itself. It will produce a magnetic field around itself like this. So this magnetic field then magnetizes this iron core. जिसके ऊपर इसको हमने वाउंड किया, तो ये जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस हो रही है वायर के साथ, the magnetic field, this magnetic field will then magnetize the iron bar on which the wire is wounded. Next, as the iron bar gets magnetized, जब ये iron bar magnetize हो जाएगा, then what will happen? It will start behaving like a magnet. So this type of magnet is known as electromagnet. But this type of an electromagnet is a temporary magnet, not a permanent magnet, because the iron bar retains its magnetic power as long as the current is flowing through this insulated copper wire. Means कि इसमें जो मैग्नेटिज्म है उतनी देर के लिए रहेगा जितनी देर तक हम इलेक्ट्रिक वायर में से करंट पास करवा रहे हैं. So the moment when the current is switched off, it loses its magnetic nature and it behaves like a temporary magnet. Means कि जब भी हम करंट को स्विच ऑफ कर देंगे, there will be no current. So if there will be no current, then there will be no magnetic field associated with the wire. So it will not behave like a magnet, or it just behaves like a temporary magnet only when the current is switched on. So this is an electromagnet made using an iron bar. Now next, if we use the steel bar instead of this soft iron bar as core, अगर हम core के लिए steel bar को use करते हैं soft iron की जगह पे, then it will retain its magnetism for a long time duration even when the current is switched off. Means कि अगर हम steel bar use कर रहे हैं तो ये जो मैग्नेटिज्म है ये ज़्यादा टाइम के लिए रखेगा, even when the current is switched off. अगर हम करंट भी स्विच ऑफ कर रहे हैं, then there will be magnetism. After switching off the current, then there will be magnetism which retained inside the steel bar. So the direction of magnetic field will be like this, that from one end it is emerging and on the other end it is entering. Magnetic field of line is emerging from this end and entering in this end, and it behaves like a bar magnet, because in that case also magnetic field of line are emerging from the north pole and they get entered into the south pole. So it will also act like a bar magnet. So why steel bar retains its magnetism for a longer duration or for a longer time even when the current is switched off? Because steel is a hard magnet or hard magnetic material. How it is made hard? By using the soft iron core, because steel is an alloy. It is an alloy. Alloy means it is a mixture of two or more metals. Which metals we are using here? We are using iron and carbon. So the combination or the mixture of iron and carbon will made as iron. So steel is a combination or it is an alloy of iron and carbon. So that's why it is a harder magnetic material. So on what factors the strength of an magnetic material depends? The strength of that we have seen, and the magnetic strength of an electromagnet can be altered. That means it can be changed. So it depends upon the following factors. Here are the factors on which the strength of electromagnet depends. That factors are that we have learned previously. They tell about the current induced in an electric circuit. So first is the number of windings. The number of windings of the copper wire, more the number of windings, more will be the strength of the electromagnetic thus formed. Means कि अगर ज़्यादा number of windings होगी तो electromagnetic क्या होगा, ज़्यादा strong होगा, और there will be more strength of the electromagnet. Next is the nature of the material to be magnetized. Hard magnetic materials are strongly magnetized and can sometimes retain their magnetism for a few minutes even after the करंट इज स्विच्ड ऑफ. मीन्स कि ये नेचर ऑफ मटेरियल पे डिपेंड कर रहा है कि हम कौन सा मटेरियल यूज़ करें. अगर हम सॉफ्ट आयरन यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो उस केस में क्या हो रहा है कि जो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट है वो कम प्रोड्यूस होगा और जो मैग्नेटिज्म है द मैग्नेटिज्म विल बी वीक, और वी कैन से दैट इट विल lose its magnetism just after when we switch off the current. But the harder magnetic materials are strongly magnetized and they can retain their magnetic properties even after switching off the current. So steel is an example of a hard magnet. Next, magnitude of current. it depends upon the magnitude of current flowing through the copper wire. The more the current, the more will be the strength of the electromagnet. So how the more current can be produced? By using the more number of copper wires, and there will be more magnetic field. Next is the info hub. That magnets which tend to lose their magnetic properties easily are known as temporary magnets. That magnets which lose their magnetic properties easily are known as temporary magnets. Now there is another one, that galvanometer is a sensitive electrical instrument which is used to detect the presence of even a small current inside a circuit. So that you know that it is a device which is used to measure small currents in the electric circuits. Now next come to the activity for an electromagnet. So for that we need a soft iron core or soft iron nail, insulated copper wire, duct tape, simpler tape, battery and copper clips. So what is the procedure? Firstly we will take the soft iron nail and we will wrap the insulated wire along its length, and after that we will with the help of duct tape we will connect the loose ends of the insulated wire with the positive and the negative terminals of the battery. This is the negative terminal and this is the positive terminal of the battery. Now keep the battery off and then bring some paper clips close to the nail. So when the current or the battery is off, then can the iron nails be attracted towards the iron nail is attracted towards the paper clips? No. Or we can simply say, does the paper clips are attracted towards the iron nail? The paper clips will not be attracted towards the iron nail because there will be no electric current through the copper wire, so there will be no magnetic field associated with it, and that's why it will not behave like a magnet, so it will not attract the paper clips. Now if we switch on the battery, then what happens? The current will flow through this circuit, and if due to the current flowing through the circuit there will be a magnetic field associated with it, so it will behave like a magnet even for a very short duration of time, and in that time when the current is switched on, then for that time it can attract the paper clips, so it will start attracting the paper clips because we have magnetized the iron nail. So this is the activity to design an electromagnet. So I hope you will understand these concepts. Thank you.